Inyan Yom Hakipurim asur betashmish. So the concept that Yom Kippur is forbidden to have intimate relations, mevor bibiyore azor pashas emor al pasuk achlo basimihi imichulu. So it's explained in the Biorim of the Zohar in Pashas Emor, where Rabbi Shimon was asked why it's forbidden, and he answers with the statement that it's that she's the daughter of my father, but not the daughter of the mother. That Yom Tov is the mother, and Shabbos is the father, and therefore it's a mitzvah on Shabbos, but not on Yom Tov, which is like the mother. Now, according to what's explained there, clearly that the greatness of Shabbos is that you have the union of Kutshabrichu Shchinte higher than Yom Kippur. And that is because on Shabbos it takes from the house of the father. The concept of the brains of Chochmah. Which is not the case with Yom Kippur, which is the daughter of the mother, and the concept of Bina, and to understand that in a number of places it implies that Yom Kippur is higher than Shabbos, and that's why it's called the Shabbos of Shabboses. Tavkuf Samech Daled, like the Alter Rebbe says the Mamar in Hazino about V'gam Mevor Kein Me'inyan He'inuim, and it's also explained by the concept of the 5 restrictions, the 5 afflictions that we have, Shemachila Pnimis, which are an inner eating, Mash Ein Kein B'Shabbos Achila Chitzonius. That the reason we don't eat on Yom Kippur is because we have a higher eating, which is not the case with Shabbos. It's an external eating. And what's seemingly that the inner eating is that which is higher than purification. It doesn't need to be purified, therefore it's inner. So, because usually the concept of eating is avodas habirurim. Gam no dominion. So that I guess would imply that Shabbos, there is a certain concept of birurim, or maybe it's what's mila all the birurim of the week. But usually we say that Shabbos is also about birur. Birur is also. But I guess Yom Kippur is higher, even because you don't even eat. Gam no dominion zayin pamim shomim havayahu elokim dehaliyah ba'atik chulu. Also, as is known, this idea that we say 7 times Hashem is the Elohim, that's an elevation into Atik, not just Adizir Anpin Elohim Chashuv, to the point where Zah is considered Elohim, that Havaya Hu HaElohim, that Havaya becomes Elohim, Mimkein Ma'inaf Kamina B'mada B'Shabbos Yichud Zun, Kivin She'aliyah Shammai L'Mizir Anpin. So if so, why then, how is this an answer that on Shabbos you have this union of Zah Nukva, since this Aliyah on Yom Kippur is even higher, and what seems to me that Tzemach Tzedek says, Al Pi Mashakasu Haramaz Pashas Emor Al Dafkuf Amir Beis. But the Ramaz says in Emor and the Zohar about Yom Kippur, on the mitzvah of Yom Kippur, should be Yom Kippurim mekabelos oros elyoni meod, that on Yom Kippur receives very high lights, ein zivug, which is similar to a intimate union, shuheg vuros mimutakos, which is like this 5 sweetened strictnesses. Which is not the case on Rosh Hashanah. The lights have gone away. omnam mikol makom liyos bechinas aliyah ein ze nikra zivug. But nonetheless, since this is an elevation, it's not called a intimate union, ki inyan azivug liyos hagilei lamata dafka, because the concept of a union is to have the revelation below. By Mashakosval pasuk code kedenu chululu. What it says about Visamti kad kod shimshosayich, the concept of that it will be like this and like that. That is, it should be above and below the tzaddik elyon and the tzaddik tachton, both in Atzilus and Biyah. V'agilu lamata daf galidim soza, and the revelation below specifically is tu zerampin bechinas chesed, dechura, the concept of kindness, and the masculine mekoro mechachma, and that comes from chachma. Mash'ein kin kava small bina lios, which is not the case with the left side of bina, which is a concept of elevations. Ein nikra zivug, so that's not called intimacy. So even though yes, you are going higher, all the way up to atik, through the aliyos of bina, we still can't say that you have intimacy then, because it needs to be specifically bas avi, and go to za to have a gilui lamata. L'chein v'adei yishmaeli yisera b'yom Hakippurim. Therefore, certainly you have an extra level on Yom Kippur that is higher than Shabbos Shalios Lamaili Yoser, that you have elevations that are going higher, Bechinas Tshuva, with the concept of Tshuva, Haliyah Lamaila, which is an elevation going upwards, Afilu Miuchudei Law, even higher than the supernal union of Chachma Bina Dainu Bekeser, and that is to say, and that we get to Keser, Mishum Hachi Mechaper Al Kol Hapagamim, and for that reason, it atones for all the blemishes. But nonetheless, you still have to have the idea of take words with you in return. That is to bring it back down through your Torah and mitzvahs. Because Yom Kippur itself is an elevation, and therefore you have to also try and bring it back down. Lo nivra ha'olam ela lepriyu revia, that like the statement of our sages that the world was only created to be fruitful and procreate. Kadesh yihi gilui lamata, that is in order to have the revelation below. V'atshuva einu rak lefi shah, and repentance is only for that hour, for that moment. But afterwards you have to bring it back down. K'mo shekasu b'sof bir beis d'shuva Yisrael tavkuf samechei. V'zeu Shmini Atzeres Shachar Yom Hakippurim, and that's Shmini Atzeres after Yom Kippur, Shaz Bas Avihi V'chin B'Shabbos. The Shmini Atzeres, that's when it's the concept of Morid Hageshem, bringing down to physicality. Don't read it rain, but read it Gashmius. That's when you have the Yichud of Rachel and Yisrael, the highest Yichud. After the Nasira, when you finally have in Rosh Hashanah you have the Nasira and the Yichud of Yaakov or Yisrael in Leah, but the Nasira of Rachel goes all the way to Yom Kippur, and you don't have the Yichud Panim B'Panim until Shmini Atzeres. She'az Basavihi V'chin B'Shabbos, that's when you have the concept of that she's the daughter of my father. And so too is similar ideas on Shabbos. You have a concept of Yichud. Hakitzur, so in short, Yom Hakippurim Aliyah Yoser, you have a elevation that's higher, Ki Gevura B'Shoshan Gvohim Yoser, because the strictnesses in their source are higher than the Chasadim, so you go higher than on Shabbos, Frein Bina, and so too is this idea with Bina. Ein bi bir di yotzer harim chulu. Look on what's explained with that he forms mountains and so forth. Ach bebechina achas Shabbos v'shmini atzeres. But in one idea, you have how Shabbos and Shmini Atzeres is higher. Kizeu amshach alamata, because they're drawing all the way down. So like you have a chila gashmius or Shmini Atzeres. It's a concept of achila a little seuda just for Yisrael, so to speak, with the korbanos parachad v'aylachad. And that's specifically through the union of Zah, going downwards. And that's why it says, mighty waters can't put out the love. Capricious kid besimin rishtale the orus imav arich anpin. Like it's explained that the lights of the ima and arich lo yarvu tzimuna negechukasa lichud za will not satisfy it with its desire to have a union with zeranpin. I guess Malchus isn't satisfied just with the higher oros, but wants an actual yichud with the Zav Atam Kanal. And the reason is, like we said, that the main idea is to have it drawing downwards. Wants an actual marriage and not just to be in the father and mother's house. V'zeu Yom Hakippurim, and that's Yom Kippur. Kippurim Mekabelas Gamkein Kippurim. That's like Purim. Kippurim Mekabelas Gamkein Shlo Aidi Zachulu. Because on Purim, Malchus also receives not through Zeranpin. Because Esther was separate from Mordechai, so she represents that idea. And that's like the pasuk in Torah, where a man takes a new wife. Ein sos asis, ein Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippurim. That is Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur Maschelas Aliyah. You have a new elevation, a new revelation, a new yichud, the concept of a complete nesira, the creation of Adam and Chava, a new yichud. And that's how when you marry a new wife, you should not go out to the army. You should not be enclosed in netzach and hod in order to have the flow that's going downwards. That when you have a new wife, it's an elevation. And that's what it says, that Hashem tzvos, which is netzach and hod, is elevated into mishpat, which is rachmi. Well, I guess it's an aliyah, perhaps into tiferes, netzach and hod, going upwards. Yichudim Leah, because of the union on Rosh Hashanah is with Leah, not with Rachel. Machshava, which is the concept of machshava, thought. It's a higher yichud, and not downwards. Gila velo giloi lamatachulu. It's a concept of gila, not a revelation below. I guess that's a concept of gilu brada. So there's the difference between gila, which is inner joy, and giloi, which is an outer revelation. Flo yavor alav lechol davar, and you should not pass over him to anything. For anything, shashpa lemalchus hanikra davar, that the flow to malchus is called the thing, so we should not pass over to the davar. Nimshecha shlo al yedei zeranpin, should not. So lo yavor alav will not pass over him, meaning we should not pass over zah lechol davar, to go to the flow of Yisod to Malchus. L'chol, perhaps being Yisod. Vazai nikra naki here, and then you'll have, but rather should be clean for his house. Naki from the lashon of benake, of the mazel atachton, said that you have draw down mazel to your house. Shinimshach mazel abeso. Malchus, that the house is Malchus. B'ne'ilah lechaper Pegami Hashana Ha'avra, that the Vinaka is to clean up and purify all the sins of the previous year. V'achakach v'samach b'Sukkos, and then afterwards you'll have joy on Sukkos. Meori Eish B'Yom Hakippurim. The reason why by Havdalah after Yom Kippur we have Ohr Ha'esh, but not B'Samim Ayin Torah Ki B'Yom Hazeh Yechaper B'Tav Kuf Samach Beis. Look in the Mamar about how we are atoned today in Yisur B'Yom Hakippurim, the concept of the rock, the flintstone on Yom Kippur, Mikor Ha'esh V'chulu, which is the concept of the source of fire. Hamaskil Yovin, and the one who thinks about this can understand. So that the reason that we say is because Yom Kippur refers to this high concept of the not the fire as it is in the coal, but the fire as it is in the flintstone. It's the source of the fire. Therefore, after Yom Kippur, you draw it out, and therefore you say Ohr Ha'esh.